Rickey Smiley Morning Show, the most funny in the morning. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Just another day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. Ladies and gentlemen, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church, Dallas, Texas, Dr. Frederick Douglass Haynes. Pastor Haynes, good morning. I know you got a good word for us today.
Oh, good morning, Rickey Smiley. Thank you so much. Listen, Rickey, the word of the day is God ain't never lied. I think B.B. Winans sings it so well when B.B. says, he promised me that he would be a deliverer. He promised me that he would be a protector, a provider. And so the good news is whatever you're going through, just remember, look up and remember that God ain't never lied. God is a promise keeper. And when God says God is going to do what God is going to do, all you got to do is walk by faith into what God has promised to already do, because God ain't never lied. God has promised to be a provider. The Bible puts it this way. He provides. He will supply all of your needs according to his riches in glory, which simply means God is a provider. Knowing what it is you need before you need it, God will send the right situation or the right people at the right time to do just the right thing, because God promised to be a provider. But also, I promise you this, God is a deliverer. That simply says that when you're going through something and you feel stuck in a situation that you can't handle yourself, God will get in that situation with you. And here's what God will do. God will deliver you in that situation, and then God can deliver you from that situation. I've discovered God ain't got to take you out of it. God can get in it with you and give you a sense of strength and peace and victory while you're in it. That means God can deliver you in it, but also God can deliver you from it, and that God can take you from it and move you to a better situation. I'm just trying to let y'all know God ain't never lied. And so here's the good news. He promised weeping may endure for a night. Joy comes in the morning. God ain't never lied. He promised even the youth shall faint and be weary. Young folks shall fall. But they that wait on the Lord shall renew their strength, mount up with wings as eagles, run and not get weary, walk and not faint. The word of the day is God ain't never lied.
Yes, sir. That's a good word right there, Pastor Haynes. Let everybody know how you can be reached, where they can find your sermons and your messages.
Hey, thank you, Rickey Smiley. You can check out my sermons and messages on my YouTube channel, Frederick Haynes, also on our Friendship West website, and of course, I'm on Twitter and Instagram at FH Unscripted.
All right, there it is, man. Appreciate that word this morning. Love you, Pastor Haynes.
Love you, Ricky. Have a great one, bro.
Hey, you too. Here we go.
News headlines,
entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 12 minutes after the hour. Got your front page right here. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's your Tuesday news. The white homeowner who shot 16-year-old Ralph Yarl in Kansas City, Missouri, has been charged. The man, identified as 84-year-old Andrew Lester, faces 2 felony charges for assault in the first degree and armed criminal action. Now, the shooting of the unarmed black teenager captured national attention as it drew outrage online and fueled protests in Kansas City. Clay County prosecuting attorney Zachary Thompson said that there was a racial component to this case, but did not elaborate. Lester was not in custody as of last night, though a warrant has been issued for his arrest, according to authorities. In other news, Ricky, the 8 Akron officers who shot and killed Jalen Walker last June won't face criminal charges in his death. A special grand jury of 6 women and 3 men, including 2 black citizens, on Monday determined the actions of the officers were justified. Ohio Attorney General Dave Yost said Walker fired out of his vehicle while he was being chased by officers. In Oklahoma, Governor Kevin Stitt is seeking the resignation of 4 county officials after a newspaper's audio recording apparently captured some of them complaining about 2 of the paper's journalists and knowing Hitman and where to dig holes. The officials were identified as McCurtain County Sheriff Kevin Clardy, Sheriff's Captain Alicia Manning, District 2 Commissioner Mark Jennings, and Jail Administrator Larry Hendricks. Lastly, this year's tax filing deadline is today, April 18th, and if you're not ready to file, you do have the option to request an extension. Janai Thornton will be joining us later in the show to break it all down. I'm Maria Moore, and that's a quick look at news. For more on these stories and other headlines, visit RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, what you got in sports?
Well, let's start off with the Philadelphia Eagles star quarterback Jalen Hurts said, show me the money. And Philly said, all right. He's the highest paid player in the NFL, 5-year extension. Damn. $255 million, $179 million guaranteed. Let's break this down. That's $51 million average salary a year, which makes him the highest paid player ever.
Wow.
Come on, dog.
And his whole staff is women.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful.
Come on, dog.
His whole staff, his agent is a member of Delta Sigma Theta. He's a Q.
Yes, sir.
And I'm so proud of him, man. Roll Tide, go Sooners.
No trade clause. I ain't mad at you, Philly. If we gonna pay you all this money, you stand right here.
Right here, yeah.
NBA playoffs, man. Brooklyn loses again to Philadelphia 76ers. Sixers take that 2-0 lead. That's gonna be a sweep. Let's talk about this Golden State Sacramento series. Sacramento just went up 2-0 on Golden State on the defending champs. Draymond Green ejected for stomping on the chest of Domantas Sabonis. Now, Sabonis grabbed Draymond's leg first. He received a technical foul for it, but Draymond got ejected, and here's what he had to say about it.
My leg got grabbed. Second time in 2 nights. Referees just watch it. I got to land my foot somewhere. And I'm not the most flexible person, so it's not stretching that far.
So you didn't really see where you were stepping. You just kind of.
I can only step so far. I'm pulling my leg away. So it is what it is.
What was the explanation they gave? I know they gave him a technical, then obviously you a finger too.
The explanation was I stumped too hard.
So here's the deal. First of all, you shouldn't be stomping on nobody's chest. But his leg was grabbed, and the dude was trying to prevent Draymond from going down the court.
Right.
So Draymond he reacted.
Right.
And he just admitted, I stomped too hard. So he reacted. His reaction was stomping on the man's chest.
You can stomp, but not that hard.
I mean, you don't want to injure nobody, but the dude should have grabbed his leg.
Stomping though, but don't stomp like that hard. Stomp with the middle of your foot, not at the ball.
What do you always say, Rick?
Right.
People don't see what happened first.
Right.
Until they slowed it down.
But grabbing a leg and stomping is 2 different things.
I agree. That's why I said you shouldn't have stomped that hard.
But maybe just throw some ballet shoes and start being more flexible and stretching.
Shake your leg loose.
Yeah,
something.
Have a sock that'll come off with it. Shoe just come right off. You can keep going.
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna justify that.
Had a little flappy sock at the end of your toe.
Right.
There it is, man. We'll continue to talk about this bad boy. Gary, what's up, dog?
You ain't talked enough about it? All right, y'all. Tristan Thompson, honey. Now, his baby mama, Miss Marilee Nichols, she's been spotted, y'all, frolicking, honey, by the sea with their 16-month-old son, Theo, in touching rare photos people talking about. But it's still being reported, y'all, that Tristan refused to see that child, honey. He don't want to see Theo for nothing in the world. Now, they're saying, y'all, that the U.S. Sun showed that this fitness woman, she's a fitness influencer, and they said she was frolicking on the beach in Los Angeles, where Tristan is now living there because he's a Laker now.
Frolicking.
Yeah, I love it the way they put those words, honey, that she was frolicking, honey, on the beach. But nevertheless, they say he don't want to see this child, honey, and they're saying poor Theo is really yearning for his daddy. But Tristan still say he don't want to see it, but he's paying child support. But he's not ready to see him. I think he's still kind of feeling a little guilty about it because, when he cheated on poor Chloe, and now, honey, this happened, and now, honey, there goes little
Theo. How some of us do. We don't want to see them little boys till they get ready to go to the NFL. Then we
Thank
be sitting
you.
next to him on the couch doing the draft.
That's my son. Yeah, that's right.
Low down. So let's low down.
In the words of Shaquille O'Neal, Phil is my father because my biological didn't bother.
Come on now.
All right, now. Go ahead, Shaquille. That's what Shaquille said about his biological daddy. All right, then the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is oyster mushroom. On the high end, you say oyster mushroom, and on the low, you say beautiful gray. That's your color for today. Brad, what you got coming up in there?
Coming up next in the hot spot, I got an update on Jamie Foxx. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The hot spot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and
realness high. You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It's the bottom of the hour, y'all. This segment's being brought to you by.
Listen to the Undressing Room podcast presented by Macy's, featuring Eva Marcille and L'Oreal. Log on to the Undressing Room podcast.com for access to their personal Macy's shopping page. The Undressing Room podcast is available wherever you get your podcasts. What up, Brett?
What up, Roxy? Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brad Tad, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Jamie Foxx, y'all, is still in the hospital following the medical complication he experienced last week. Now, the actor is at a medical facility in Georgia where doctors are trying to discover the cause of the incident. They're running tests and still trying to figure out what exactly happened, a source told CNN. Fox has been in Atlanta filming his new movie, Back in Action, with Cameron Diaz and Glenn Close. The medical complication did not occur on set. On Friday, a source told People that Fox was steadily improving after his family announced the health scare via social media earlier this week. Many of Fox's famous friends have since taken to social media to wish him well. LeBron James wrote on Twitter, sending my thoughts and prayers to the heavens above to my brother at I am Jamie Foxx. Get well and back to yourself sooner than later. So we wishing Jamie Foxx all the prayers and get well soon and all that stuff, and we love you, boy. All right, y'all, moving on. It appears that Netflix is still working out the kinks when it comes to its live technology. Wow, on Sunday night, the live Love is Blind Season 4 reunion started more than 75 minutes later than it was scheduled to, and according to People, Netflix shared an apology via Twitter, writing to everyone who stayed up late, woke up early, gave up their Sunday afternoon. We are incredibly sorry that the Love is Blind reunion did not turn out as we had planned. We're filming it now, and we have it on Netflix as soon as humanly possible. Again, thank you and sorry. Well, fans into the platform in droves to express their frustration via memes. Even Blockbuster and a Congresswoman, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, tweeted about it, streaming that the platform's technology difficulties are upsetting, and it was filmed and posted and available to view yesterday. Wow. Do anybody watch Love is Blind?
I don't know.
No, but I heard it was good.
I heard it was good too. Where you do watch it, where it's like you don't get to see the person, but you just talk to them behind a wall, and you fall in love, and you ask them to marry you.
Ain't no damn way.
You gotta have a vision.
Ricky,
You gotta have a vision.
Damn way.
That would be nice.
I
No,
wouldn't
nice
give a
Mike,
damn
you
if she
got
was
to be able
licking
to
the other
see.
side of the wall.
It's the greatest show ever. Y'all don't understand.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Love
People
is
love
It's really
this.
good. It's really
Love
good.
is not blind. Well, that's a good concept, but I'd be damned. I don't care
How
what
you
she
not
doing
gonna see
behind
the
that
person?
wall.
3 people actually got married and
And they're
have
still
been together,
together.
and they're still together a year later.
I'm talking to somebody behind the wall. You ain't never looked at them.
Yeah.
Then she come rolling her ass around there with no legs. No, sir.
No,
sir.
Voice, though. You have a pretty voice, though.
I don't give a damn how good she sound behind the wall. You know how many fine ass chicks I done talk to on the phone that sound good on the phone, and then when you meet them at Applebee's, man, go on.
You're supposed to fall in love with their inside.
I want to fall in love with the outside and work my way in.
All right, Ricky. God,
All
dog.
right, y'all, we gonna wrap up the hot spot. Or is that no? One thirty this up with the wake up calls at 866-9 Ricky. That's 866-9 RICKEY. And coming up next, you won't believe what people are getting arrested for. The time now is 26 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It is 14 before the top of the hour. What you got, Brett?
Let me tell you what I got. Now, it's amazing how somebody can be this damn dumb. But the parody site RinaHitman.com just caught another idiot. Now, y'all, it's a site that started as a joke back in 2005, but the emails really started coming in from people who thought it was real, so the guys behind it started reporting them to the cops. Now, it helped arrest at least 30 people or more over the years, and here's the newest moron who fell for it. Last week, the FBI arrested a 21-year-old in Tennessee named Josiah Garcia after he got in touch to see if Rina Hitman was hiring. Now, the crazy thing is he's a member of the Air National Guard. Back in February, he submitted his resume and asked about obtaining employment as a hitman. Now, he said he said he was looking for a job that paid well, where his military experience could come in handy, adding, quote, "What can I say? I enjoy what I do. So if I find myself a job that's similar to it, such as this one, put me in, coach." So police led on him for 2 months to make sure he was not joking. A quick Google search would have told him that the site was fake, y'all, but he never checked. So he said he'd be willing to kill for as little as $2,500. Also, he said he'd be okay with collecting fingers and ears as trophies for his clients.
Man.
What?
I need him in
I
my
take it
life.
he's a non-melanated American.
Okay.
Right?
He agreed to do his hit this month for $5,000 and asked if he needed to take a photo of the dead body as proof. He was arrested last Wednesday, y'all, after accepting the money and currently awaiting trial.
Wow.
Side note, back in 2020, a 51-year-old woman in Detroit got arrested for trying to use Rina Hitman to kill her ex-husband. And she pled guilty and was sentenced to 7 to 20 years in prison.
No,
Really? You would think
black
Rina
folks ain't doing stuff like
No.
that. Now, they'll do SYA.
What's that?
Slapyourass.com. $30.
Yeah.
Hey, Kay, what slaps? Special K, what slaps going for?
It depends on what type of slap you want. Whether you want a pimp slap, a backhand slap, slap to the lips,
Open hand slap.
open hand. Yeah, it's different type of slap.
Oh, Lord. What is SLA? What is it?
Yeah. SYA.com. Slap your ass.
We need to start that one for real.
Hell yeah, we do.
Yeah, man. $30. You get a good slap for $50. Okay, what kind of slap you get for $50?
$50,
You
yeah,
get
you
a
gonna get
crackhead to hit somebody for a good 15.
Yeah, you get a tooth to come out for $50.
You get a 2 for 1 for real.
Right. All right, y'all. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
Smiley Morning Show.
And I was just saying, walk with me, Jesus, walk with me, Lord. Hold my hand, Lord. He said, don't call Jesus no more. He put that double barrel shotgun in my stomach. Hallelujah. And he pulled the trigger one time. And I said, Jesus. He said, don't call Jesus no more. And he pulled it the second time. The gun wouldn't shoot. I said, Hallelujah. He pulled that trigger the third time, and that gun wouldn't shoot. Hallelujah. He threw that gun down, fell on his knees, and said, tell your God to save me. Tell your God.
Here you go, Gary. Wait a minute.
Hallelujah. And now he's saved. And now where my husband at? Where my husband at? Now he's saved.
Gary.
Where is my husband? He's saved.
Yes, he's saved.
Sanctified. And he's my pastor. And he's my best friend. Glory! God saved him.
I hope all women out there inspired. The lady got shot at with a double barrel shotgun and made her husband. That's that fire right there.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the teeth. It's Gary, baby.
Gary has the tea and the color of the day. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Tuesday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Actor Jonathan Majors, y'all, and his talent manager, Entertainment 360, y'all, have parted ways. Now, they're saying, y'all, that an insider has informed to Variety that the development comes 3 weeks after the Creed 3 and Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumanian actor was arrested, y'all, on charges of assault and harassment in New York in late March. Now, they're saying, y'all, Majors has also been dropped by his former public relations manager, the Leedy Company. Now, a source with knowledge of the PR company confirmed, y'all, that the actor was removed as a client as of last month. Now, they're saying there's no immediate comment was made available by Entertainment 360 or the Leedy Company. Now, the 33-year-old actor was arrested back in Manhattan on March the 25th and charged with assault and harassment regarding a domestic dispute with a 30-year-old woman. Now, the New York police responded to a 911 call leading to Majors being taken into custody. Now, the unnamed victim was hospitalized with minor injuries to her neck and head, according to authorities. Now, they're saying that Mr. Majors' legal team has denied that the assault took place, alleging that evidence exists, y'all, that would clear the actor of the charges. That is sad. Bless his. Now, you know, this guy, he's, if I'm not mistaken, he's from Dallas, Texas, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And, you know, and he became a big actor and stuff, but it's amazing how, as soon if you do something small like that, or not small like that, but in a case like this situation, you're charged but not charged, or you're alleged, you lose everything.
Oh, yeah.
My God.
You got to go and prove your innocence. You're not presumed innocent until proven guilty. You got to go prove your innocence. And then by the time you do that, you done lost everything. So you've already been punished as if you're guilty.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, and look like his star was just rising, honey. He was getting real big.
Just getting started.
Yes, and I mean, honey, him and his woman, girlfriend, whatever it was, honey. That bless his spirit. Hopefully everything goes well. And if I'm not mistaken, also his mother's a pastor. I recall reading too, but it's a situation that bless his spirit, y'all. Hopefully, all goes well on both parts. Him and his girlfriend are the victim, and he allegedly
he probably don't want to be with her no more.
Well, she's of European descent from what we saw.
It don't matter. He needs to leave.
Yeah, when they cause problems like that,
please,
or whatever, just time to part ways. You can be friends, but you can't be in a relationship.
Oh, they're still together?
I don't know.
Well,
Gary wishing them prayer and stuff.
Yeah,
so.
Probably put her up in an apartment.
Yeah. We're going to see how this all turns out. All right, speaking of turning out, y'all, oh, my God, this is a touching story, y'all. It's being reported, y'all, remember over the past few months, y'all, escape singer LaTocha Scott, y'all, has faced an avalanche, y'all, of negative media attention triggered by the behind-the-scenes drama that was revealed on the TV show SWV and Escape. The queens of R&B. Well, it's been reported, y'all, that LaTocha, honey, is blaming the show's producer, Mona Scott Young, for betraying her in a bad light. Now, they said she did an interview recently, honey, and LaTocha said that she will not be participating in season 2, and she complained that out of 7 women on the show, she was the one who got ganged up on every week. And she also said, shame on Mona Scott, honey, and the production company for tearing down a black woman, honey. Isn't that sad? I mean, now, Brad, you know a lot about that, and you're familiar with Mona Scott, too. I mean, did that happen? Did she?
Everything that's filmed is filmed. It's filmed because it was done, and it was said. So.
Oh, my God. Poor LaTocha, honey. I mean, and she's not going to do season 2. I mean, and that was, I like the show.
So she's just going to promote probably promote the gospel album now and not do the Escape tour, and she's not doing the show. That's missing out on a lot of money, isn't it? Especially those tour dates.
Yeah, I mean, they did that girl, did that girl bad, honey. Poor LaTocha, honey. I mean, she just wanted to work and do her thing, and then all this other stuff started coming up. And now, honey, she's going to be off season 2, honey, with a nice, decent check. And, honey.
Brett, they got to be getting $150 a night or more for that tour.
They can.
I know it. I would do all of those days. I don't care who I didn't like.
Full show, and they got to pay for all that. So, yes.
So
I feel like she could have fixed it all by saying, I'm sorry, here's $30,000. Boom, over.
Yeah. But then, like they said, she would have done that and saying that she was guilty.
Exactly.
I know, but she wouldn't have to address it anymore. She could just focus on promoting her gospel album. So I think the $30,000 is worth it.
Because everything in the comments is saying, pay that $30,000.
Yeah.
But don't you think, Rick, I think, why don't people just get a doggone GoFundMe and give it to Tamika? Do a GoFundMe.
It's deeper than that.
It's the principle. It ain't about the $30,000. It's just the principle. You know what I'm saying?
It's about somebody saying what they did and owning up to it and taking accountability.
Because you still got to work with them. I don't know.
And then something else came out on the last show that the husband was supposed to be taking some more money from somebody. That was just a lot.
Oh, Lord. Jesus.
Yeah, the last show they said he was getting a cutback. He was communicating to book the girls, but the promoter had to pay him an extra $10 to get all 4 of them.
Oh, yeah, I've seen them kind of managers. I've seen that kind of action before.
But he denied it, but it's just like.
So do you think?
I'm not saying he did it, but I'm saying I've experienced that.
Yeah,
when somebody booking a show and then they getting some little cutback money for booking a certain amount of dates, and then the promoter slide them something under the table.
Yep.
Oh, it's a real slick business.
Slippery slope.
Yeah.
I go through a lot in the entertainment business, honey, but we just got to pray, honey, at all parties. Hopefully they come together by the second season and work it out, because Jesus could work it out if you let him.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
no. All right. The color of the day is one of my favorite colors. My color of the day is oyster mushroom. On the high end, you say oyster mushroom, and on the low end, you say beautiful gray, y'all. That's your color for today.
All right, y'all give it up for Gary with the T. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. I got your wake-up call. Get at me, 866-9 Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Oh, here we wake up. Wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Get it together. You up this morning, slid you in your house shoes, so we be better. on. So come on and tell us. And just wake it up.
Good morning. My name is Alexis, and I would like to wake up my grandsons, Caleb and Daniel, in Houston. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
I'm Regina from Birmingham, Alabama. Toucan, wake up, wake up.
This is Raven in Dallas. I want to wake up my fiance and my father-in-law. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
This is Mimi Allen from Greenville, South Carolina. Want to wish her daughters, Micah and Mackenzie, a good morning. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Yo, what's up? This your boy Charles McGee from the Brick City. I want to wake up my beautiful wife and my little man Caesar. Wake up, wake up.
Good morning to my church family, to my side, and with my sisters, and to my family, the Jackson family, down in East Texas, Longview. Go Lobos. Wake up, wake up, wake up, y'all.
Come on, let's go.
Where Richmond, wake up. And Little Rock, wake up. And Tulsa, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Come on, Flint, wake up. And Toledo, wake up. Des Moines, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
All right, y'all, the same as being body by my computer career. That's right, friends. Are you working way too hard for way too little? So we got the one and only who always helped me out with my phone or my situations, like with my Apple Watch. Beyonce Aloysius, what up?
Hey, good morning. Okay.
Good morning.
So a lot of you guys are going to be traveling this weekend, right? I know the crew specifically is going to be at the airports. You might be at a hotel or anything like that. Well, the FBI has put out a warning. Now, I don't know if you saw this on Instagram, but if you are out and about and your phone dies, you're at the airport, you're at a hotel, do not use the chargers that are posted up available for you to use, because what they're saying is spammers and scammers, kind of like how you saw with the gas stations where they're like, hey, you've got credit card readers in the pumps. Well, in these chargers, they've put in detectors that can place malware on your phone when you plug it in to charge up, which can track your phone.
At the airport?
So, you know the free charging stations that they have at the airports?
Yeah.
For you to plug your phone in? Scammers have now put malware into those chargers. So when you plug it up, it can get into your phone. It can track your device. It can get your password information. It can basically go through your phone. So the FBI has put out an alert for you to stop using these chargers that are out for the public. Because, you know, they don't want you to get your information out there and get hacked.
What? So the little charger that be hooked up into the seats that you sit down at the gate. Yeah.
Yeah. So now if you bring your own charger, you can plug it into a USB port, but do not use somebody else's charger. So like when you see the charging stands and it has the little plugs that are sticking out for you to plug your, don't put the plug into your phone. Now you can put your charger into a USB device, but don't put any plugs that is not your own into your device.
I got you. Okay.
All right. So that broke this week straight from the FBI. So definitely make sure you're aware.
Charger condoms. Go ahead.
That's smart.
Right. Now, we've been talking a lot about TikTok. So that Montana has been the first state to actually ban TikTok. Now, if this is signed into law by Governor Greg Gianforte, the ban could go into effect January. And President Biden is actually having a meeting with Congress this week because they're actually trying to push forward to banning TikTok on a national level because of those Chinese security issues. So more updates on that. But so far, Montana is the first state, and they're saying that there are more states to come after that. Now, we've been seeing a lot of gun violence, right? Now, I have kids. I'm a mom of 2 boys, but I am a gun owner as well. And one of the things for me that always scares me is making sure that my protection is out of reach of my children and that they can't use it. Well, there's a 24-year-old who got with a company called BioFire. And what they're doing is they're making smart guns. So the reason they're calling it BioFire is because it uses biometrics in order for you to use the gun. So it needs your fingerprint for you to actually use it. So that way, what they're hoping is that, you know, if there's a parent who has a gun in the house, it can prevent suicides because, you know, only the gun owner can use that gun. If you have a gun in your car, you know, a lot of times people pull your handles, break in your car, steal your gun devices. So they're hoping that if more people get these guns, which they're starting to take pre-orders for, that it'll help get guns off the streets and prevent unnecessary deaths. So it's something to look out for. It's called BioFire, the new smart guns. And maybe we could see, you know, some of this technology put into other devices as well to kind of prevent unnecessary deaths and issues like that.
Wow.
And last, yeah, it's really cool. I mean, I'm actually excited about that one because it kind of gives you a little bit more security and be able to still protect yourself.
You need to start going to the shooting range and stop being so scared, like I told you.
I do go to the shooting range.
How often do you go?
I mean,
exactly. Go on with the next story.
All right. moving on.
Depending on the adrenaline in case you get in that situation, right?
No, but I really do want to go more because I want to be more comfortable with it. I really do.
It's muscle memory. You need to take situational and tactical training.
How often do you think somebody should go?
Every other week. And you need to start learning how to move in targets. And then, with situational training will you'll train yourself to put yourself in a position where you don't have to shoot if you know what to do in a certain situation.
When you have a weekend off, I would love to go with you.
Let's go.
I'm so serious.
I'll show you, because I don't miss, boy. I'm talking about I'm good.
I need to know.
Yep.
Now, this is really promising technology. So within the next 10 years, they're saying that the average human life is going to be unstoppable. I mean, they're saying that there's not going to be death. There's a new technology that's put on with nanotechnology. So what they're saying is if you've heard of nanotechnology, it's how they make some of the TVs, the flip phones, the smart TVs. So what they're trying to do is put little robots into your blood system to heal your body on its own. And there was a guy, and his name is Ray Kurzweil. And what he did, he actually predicted the laptops and everything like this. There's already technology small enough to do this. So basically what he's saying is that the little itty bitty nanotechnology will go into your bloodstream, and it'll tell like the robotic AI doctors, which is what they're looking for, kind of like what you see in like space, in the future movies and stuff like that. It'll actually be able to heal people by 2029. So literally we're about 7 years away from this technology. And hopefully he's saying that, it can prevent heart disease, heart attacks, cancers, all this stuff. So we'll see. But I put all this information and more on my Instagram. You can follow me at Beyonce ATL. That is your Techie Tuesday. I know it was a lot this morning. That is your Techie Tuesday upload for this morning. And again, you can always follow me, Twitter, Instagram, at Beyonce ATL.
That is, y'all. Beyonce Ella wishes y'all more Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. What up, Black Tom? What's up, man? Bruh. Not coming to work, bruh? Calling in sick?
Nah, I ain't calling in sick, Shawty. I can't talk loud. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can't talk loud, Shawty. This is my last thing I'm doing, Shawty. And I know you give me the day off for doing this because you understand true love.
What?
You a romantical type of dude, so I know you understand when a man in love.
Yeah.
A man got to do what a man got to do.
I understand that. I feel that.
Yeah.
What happened?
So look, I'm in a box right now.
You in a box?
I'm in a deep freezer box. My pancake bought a deep freezer. They took it out. They wrapped me up in some bubble wrap.
Yeah.
They got me in the box. This the last thing I'm gonna do. If this don't work, Shawty, I'm just gonna move on with my life. I promise.
Yeah.
They put me in a box because I got a restraining order on me against Glorilla.
Yeah, the rapper Glorilla.
They said I can't call the house. I can't call her phone. I can't go to her concert. I can't drive by her mama's house. But they didn't say that I couldn't be in a package and get mailed to her door. So Pancake now put me in. They bought a deep freezer. They took everything out. They packed me up in here.
Bruh.
It's a little warm in here, but they just dropped me off at FedEx.
Bruh.
So they're going to deliver me to Glorilla house. I'm going to pop up out the box butt naked and start dancing for her.
Don't do it, Black Tom.
They say it's going to be about a 3-hour trip.
Don't do it, Black Tom.
They put a little hole with your mouth and nose area so you can breathe.
Yeah.
Black Tony.
Huh?
Don't do it, bro.
I'm already in the damn box. You talking about don't do it.
Are you at FedEx? Have they shipped the box off yet?
Nah, we just got out one truck. I think they're going to put me on the plane.
Are y'all going through Kentucky or Memphis?
It's on my phone. I'm going to call y'all when I get there.
What FedEx hub at? No, that's UPS. That's UPS. No, Memphis. So you probably going on your way to Memphis to change plane.
Yeah. You think
his stop is in Memphis.
Yo,
that's his final destination.
That's what Glorilla live.
Yeah. You think I'm stupid? You think I'm not going to plan this out right?
That's on.
Think I'm dumb or something? Huh?
That's on. You putting your whole life on the line for Glorilla. She don't want you, bro.
And I'm balled up in this box. I'm butt naked.
Let it go, dog.
Up in this box like a baby.
No, you got to listen to Freddie Jackson. Have you ever loved somebody and cry that thing out, bro? You got to listen to You Are My Lady.
Don't say the song. Don't sing the song.
Everything I need and more. You're all I need more.
I'm on my way, Glorilla.
You are my lady. Everything I need. are my lady. You're all I'm living for.
What's going on?
Come
right
on
now?
and tell the world. You are my lady. Precious my love.
You sound just like Freddie
Everything
Jackson.
I need more. You are
I know you can
Let it go down. Let it go down.
Let's talk about stupid. I spent $475 in a 99-cent store. I couldn't stop picking up. Everybody in here that walked in the 99-cent store for the first time said the same thing. Ain't no way all this is 99 cents. Oh, hell no, I gotta call somebody. Everything 99 cents. You buy 15 of everything. Woo, give me all this. I'm pushing my cart like a car out of gas. Because I don't went to the 99-cent store and spend $1,000.
Hey, who is that, Kay?
That's Tony Roberts.
Oh, yeah.
Detroit's own.
Oh, bruh, one of the funniest comedians and most physical comedians. Hey, he come on stage, he be sweating like he just got through playing a whole series in a 2-minute drill.
He can towel up there with him.
Boy, that boy be running back and forth across that stage, boy. That's like going to see a tennis match, going to see comedian Tony Roberts. That's your boy,
You be
Rob.
tired watching him.
What up, though?
Boy, that's one of the funniest comedians in the country. That dude had you laughing so hard, man. That's one of the original old school physical comedians. Him, Mark Curry, J.B. Smooth, physical comedy. Man, they be about to hurt
Arnez J, too?
Yeah, Arnez J.
Yep.
Bruh, they have to have an ambulance on the side of the stage. They
Yes,
be,
sir.
boy, they done got in their 40s, their knees and stuff be hurting. They have to get a trainer and everything, a bench on the side of the stage when they perform. God dog, they still physical from the 90s.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Gary, I got the tea and the clue today coming up next. Gary, you ready?
I was ready.
Let's go, y'all. Gary's got the tea and the clue of the day. Coming up next, y'all. 1 minute after the hour, y'all. It's the funniest morning show in the country, the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 7 minutes after the hour. Gary has the tea and the clue of the day. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Tuesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Ricky, men and women all over the world are listening to Marcus Houston. And some people are angry, some people are excited about it. But I want y'all to hear this story. Now, Ricky, he said, Marcus Houston, he said he is still trying, y'all, to explain the age gap between him and his young wife. First of all, because he's like in his late 30s, 40s, and she's like 19. Then he talked in the interview. Now, he claimed, y'all, that he doesn't date women his age because they come with too much baggage. Or he said, a red flag to me was always with a woman that had a kid. He told us to Page 6. He said, nothing against single women. He said, but single mothers with children are a red flag to me. And he continued to say, quote, I tip my hat and respect women that are raising children on their own. But when I grew up, honey, I never really wanted to have kids, he said. He said, I would talk to my dad a lot, and he said he would always tell me to have your own damn kids because you never know what the baby daddies are about. So he said, if you're going to have kids, make sure it's with a woman that never had kids. So that was always my red flag. He said, and a woman with an attitude. He said, I don't like women with funky attitudes, unquote.
Now I can understand that part, but I wholeheartedly disagree. Some of the best relationships I've had with single parents. In the end, sometimes you get a woman who don't have a kid, becomes a kid. Well, she ain't got nothing else to do but bother you, and you trying to be a father. You know, you got to do homework. You got to give them a bath. You got to pick them up from school. Where you at? What you doing? So, to date a woman that have some responsibility is sometimes a good thing because she got to do homework with her son. She ain't got time to be on the phone with you all night, and you ain't got time to be with her on the phone because you got responsibilities yourself, and y'all just meet up at a time when both of the kids at school, which make dating somebody with the kid more exciting. But I don't know if I agree with that because it brings a certain amount of maturity. A woman lay there and have a kid and be a mom, she has a certain level of nurturing. What's the word, Maria? Nurturing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's sexy, you know?
Well, that may be sexy, but Rick, then you got some situation, too, where him, Mr. Leroy, a hard-working man, he get with Keisha, honey, and she got 5 children, and he tried to sit there and, at least try to be a step parent to those kids. And they go, you ain't my damn daddy, and da-da-da-da.
But has he ever explored it? Has he ever dated a woman with kids, did he say? He's just saying no without even, he could be missing out on his blessing.
Yeah,
He really could.
He said his daddy told him, honey, there's too much madness, there's attitudes and stuff like that, so you don't want no woman with no children. So.
I think you just like that little young girl and just trying to,
Yeah, because she is
he's
young.
trying to fix it up a little bit.
Yeah, he's trying to do something, but we just got to
the
pray.
baby, especially if our baby daddy cool and, he do what he got to do and everybody working together as a unit and everybody mature.
Yeah, but that's what he said, though. His dad said, though, you don't know those baby daddies. The baby daddy might not be cool.
Yeah,
then you got to deal with that.
Yeah.
But they need to get that song, Color Him Father. That song made me cry. But anyway, that's a good song.
Yeah, color me Father, color me Love.
Well, Ricky, you know it.
Yeah, that's all.
That make me cry.
Who sang that song, Gary?
It's all Ricky.
And then Luther Vandross, I wish I could dance.
Yeah,
with my father.
But anyway, let's keep Marcus lifted up in our prayer. And speaking of kids, y'all, Nick Cannon is speaking out again. Nick Cannon said he loves, all of his children, but he says he does not want them to live under the same roof. Like he said, quote, only person that would benefit from having everyone in the same roster would probably be me. He said, people. He said, I actually love stepping into their world, going to their sports games, or giving them their personal time for the holidays. So I have no problem with bouncing around. He said it works to be able to take the time trying to go to them and show the value of being with them and not forcing anyone to come to me, y'all. Isn't that beautiful? Now, he said he don't want them on the same roof.
Yeah.
That's why he got 12 mamas, baby mamas, and what have you and stuff. So he get to go to their house and visit them and see the mamas.
That's a family reunion where we get all the kids together for him. That's awesome, though.
Yeah, but
as long as everybody ain't catty and there's an understanding, you have to have a therapist there the whole time to make sure everybody, is balanced out and on point, all the cattiness and stuff, and make sure everybody cool with all the other kids. It ain't just about your kid. And stuff, be nice to all of them. Give all of them grapes. Don't just get a handful of grapes and just get a grapes just to your kid, and then the other kids sitting right there. You don't want to get them no grapes. You know what I'm saying? And then the other baby mama get mad because you gave your kid 2 grapes, and then only gave that baby a grape with the seed in it, and then it start getting back and forth, and then next thing you know, you get to fight, and then the bras and stuff start coming off, and then that get turned into, and then
We ready for the color.
Both the baby mamas in the room and they'll fight it out and they tear each other clothes off, and then you got 2 more babies on the way.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Lord.
All the detail, Ricky.
That's too much. Is that art imitating life?
Why they get a baby that grapes with the seeds?
Yeah, with the seeds in it. Baby over there coughing, but you want to pop the baby on the back and raise the baby arm up because that ain't your baby, because she was born 2 months after your baby was born. And it seemed like this baby get more attention, just too much. All that over the grape. Then the other babies got Lunchables. Well, why my baby got Lunchables with the Capri Sun in it, but these babies don't. And got the
color today,
honey,
one of my favorite colors. My color today is oyster mushroom. On the high end, you say oyster mushroom, and on the lunge, you say beautiful gray. That's your color today. But that do sound familiar, though. That sounds like that could happen, honey.
You got to go to Sam's and get them Lunchables, boy. The little meats and stuff. Yeah, it's just too many baby mamas, too much confusion. If you get all the baby mamas in the same room, I mean, it's 12, right, Gary?
Yep, 12.
That's a lot of baby mamas.
Because you got the real Lunchables, then you got the fake ones from Dollar Tree.
Yeah, the ones with the little hard cookies in it. The cookies with the cream-filled cookies. The 2 cookies, they're not really Lunchable, but they pack them up like Lunchables, but they're cheaper than the real Lunchables. Because the real Lunchables come with the Capri Sun.
Yes, sir.
And the 2 Oreos.
Right.
But you got the other ones over there with them 2 random cookies.
Sound like I experienced that.
Real Lunchable start with a capital L, and the other Lunchable start with a lowercase L. Lynchables.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It's the front page news.
It's what's trending now.
Today, Tuesday, April the 18th, is the tax deadline. A lot of y'all didn't know that. It is the tax deadline. And we know that you have a lot of tax questions. And our money expert, Janai Thorne, is here to get you straight. Good morning, Janai. What's up?
Good morning.
Yes. Now, Lauren from Jackson, Mississippi, we just got a note in from Lauren from Jackson, Mississippi, wants to know what website she can use to file her extension electronically for free.
Okay, Ricky, what Lauren needs to do, she can either go to irs.gov, TurboTax, H&R Block, even Cash App. has tax software that you can use for free to file your extension electronically for free. So that's Form 4868, which is going to give you until October 15th to file your complete return. If you cannot file electronically, please make sure that it is postmarked for today, though. That's super important. But please try to file electronically first.
Okay, so David from Charlotte said that his 17-year-old daughter only made $7,000 last year. Is she required to file a tax return?
Okay, Brett, she actually isn't required to file. Your income has to exceed $12,950 if you're single to file. However, if his daughter wants to get a refund for the taxes that she got withheld, the federal or the state tax, then she needs to file a tax return. Again, that income level is $12,950 to be required to file a return if you're single. It's $19,400, y'all, if you're head of household.
So Tori from Cleveland wants to know whether she needs to file an extension with her state or just the IRS.
Now, Rock T, which is interesting, all states automatically accept the federal extension form. That's Form 4868. So you only have to file that IRS form. You don't even have to worry about filing anything with your states at all. Now, what's important is if you have to make a payment. So extensions really are only for those of us who owe. Most people don't realize if you don't owe, you really don't have to file an extension. So you want to make sure that you pay as much as you can with your extension, your federal extension. Now, if you owe your state, they're also going to have a form for you to be able to submit a payment in with your payment as well. All right?
Oh, that's great information. Good morning, Janai. So I have adult children, and I know there's a lot of listeners who have adult kids. Jeff from Dallas said his 19-year-old daughter, Ashley, who lives with him, is working part-time, and she doesn't attend college anymore. Now, Jeff wants to know if he can still claim her as a dependent.
Good question.
Unfortunately, the answer is no. And Maria, the answer is no, is because she is no longer a full-time student. So in order to claim our adult children, I know, isn't that something? Our children have to be under age 19 or a full-time student. We can claim them up until age 24. So she needs to either get her butt back in school or you're just going to have to accept the fact that you cannot claim her anymore.
Wow. Well, Janai Kim from Atlanta wants to know if it's true that you only have an extension if you owe the IRS.
And, you know, Brad, that's actually true. So for those of you who know that you know that you know that you're going to get a refund, you are not required to file an extension today. Extensions are really only for people who owe. So if you're not sure, please make sure that you actually take the time, file that extension. Please file it electronically again. Again, that's Form 4868, IRS.gov. TurboTax, H&R Block, most of those places you can file that form for free. But if you know that you're due a refund, you are not required to file an extension.
Oh, my God. That's a lot of good information. Hey, Janai, let everybody know, everybody that's calling in, how can they find you? How can they reach you and how they can follow you on social media?
Okay, if y'all have any tax questions today, please reach out to me on social media. That's at Janai Thornton. That's JINITHORNTON. Looking forward to hearing your questions today.
Hey, Janai, you know what? I have an idea. I think you should come to the birthday thing that we're doing in Daytona and do like a financial
literacy session.
Ooh, boy, look at here.
Break it
Boy,
down.
them damn tees, boy, the damn retainer. I had that retainer on all night. What is it called?
Yeah, a retainer.
Yeah, I'm talking about what's the word?
Oh,
Just pick a different word next time. It's all right.
Yeah, financial class.
There you go. That's fine too, Ricky. It's all right.
Go ahead and say it, dog.
Well, sign me up for Daytona then. I'm going to see y'all there.
Yeah. And, so we're going to have Dr. Carly on. So now we got Janai. So because I think that, everybody that's on the morning show that come on and do regular segments like, Counselor Yanetta Spring, everybody. And so people can meet their favorite radio personalities. Y'all come on every week. So I think it'll be a pleasure to have you there. Or whatever, and help folks saving money, because you sure has helped us out for years. So I'm telling you, I'm happy with my little $3,500 in the bank, boy.
Come on, dog.
Hey, Janai, since you've been on the show, my account hadn't went under $3,500.
You're so crazy.
all them little checks from Friday up to next, and that sitcom, Gary, I got another check from that.
And you stop buying tires, so that's a good
Hey, you talk too damn much.
Yeah, okay, with it.
Yeah, he talk too much, and I don't ever tell Gary none of your personal business. And I thank you so much.
All right. Talk to y'all later. Have a great day.
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all give it up for the one and only Janai Thornton.
Get money.
And now it's time for you to get paid up to $1,000 with Rickey Smiley's Beat the Buzzer.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, listen, congratulations. You are the 20th caller, and you just won $100 plus a chance to win up to $1,000 if you could beat the buzzer. All right, what's your name and where you calling from?
Sherry, Henderson, Texas.
All right, what part of Texas?
Henderson.
Huh?
Henderson, Texas.
Oh, Henderson, Texas.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, then. All right, y'all, here's how the contest works. Now, once the timer starts, you're going to hear the dollar amount for cash prizes that could go as high as $1,000. Now, here's the thing. The dollar amount could also go up, but the buzzer can sound at any time. So make sure you yell out stop as soon as you hear the prize that you want to keep, you know what I'm saying, because that buzzer could go off at any time and you will lose it all. So you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, let's go. Good luck.
$200. $600.
Oh!
Stop.
Oh, did you yell?
You got 600.
Boy, you was not playing. Because you heard what happened yesterday. That dude there got $800 and then yelled, stop trying to get an extra $200 and then end up getting nothing but the $100 for being caller number 20. But you got $600. What you going to do with all that money?
I'm going on a trip.
I know that's right. I don't know where you're going for $600, but hey, maybe you can drive to Houston and go to Turkey Leg. You're going on a trip for $600, you're going to Houston. I don't know if you can make it to Dallas for $600. No, that'll get you in Six Flags. You're going on a damn trip for $600. I don't know if you getting wet and wild whitewater. You ain't going past the state line with $600. High as gas, and you better put that. Man, let me stop. All right, congratulations. You're going on a trip. You going to Six Flags by your damn self. You can't even take nobody with you.
You can do a nice weekend cruise. It's fine.
Hey, a cruise in the car to the gas station for $600. That ain't no money these days, but hey.
It's going to be my peanut money.
You just make sure you put 10% of it in church. Yeah. Hey, congratulations. You won $600. Make sure y'all keep listening all week. So listen, what morning show?
Oh. Yeah, Six Flags can't eat no food, can't play no games.
She gonna need a Lunchable when she go to Six Flags. One from the Dollar Tree. Hey, what morning show just hooked you up with $600 so you can go on a trip?
Okay.
But wait a minute. If you would have kept going, look, this is what you would have won. Wait a minute, hold on, look.
$1,000.
Oh, man. You could have went.
Oh, man.
You could have went on a real trip. You could have took somebody with you. Boy, y'all going to hell for this, boy.
Oh, man.
Y'all going to hell with gasoline draws on. Congratulations, love from Henderson, Texas. All right, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all keep us locked in because we going to be giving away money for the rest of the week. All right, she won $600, Roxy.
Ain't nothing like being at the amusement park and can't eat.
Well, y'all wrong for that, y'all. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. K, Special K.
Yeah.
What can you go with $600?
Let's see. She can go to Disney World and ride a bird scooter in the parking lot. She can go to Walmart. She can take her kids to Walmart in the toy department and let them ride the bikes. She can go to Greenville, South Carolina on the Megabus. That's a round trip. You can book a room for the weekend at a sleep inn of your choice. You can fly Spirit to Atlanta and ride the train between the concourses and get back on it and go back. You can go to Super Target and ride them long escalators up and down. That's always fun. What all you gonna get for $600?
take a Spirit flight to Atlanta.
Yeah, and ride the train between the concourse and get back on.
Get back on the plane and go back home.
Yeah, because ain't no hotel gonna be.
More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. Jeff got three things you need to know. What up, Jeff?
Many of you may have heard that yesterday the grand jury declined to indict Akron police officers in the killing of Jalen Walker. Many of us know this story. Jalen was involved in a police chase. It was said that he shot at the police, and by the time it was all over, he was out of the car, and there were just a hail of, I want to say, 94 bullets that were shot at him within 6.7 seconds, and 46 gunshots, entrance wounds or graze wounds in the body of this 25-year-old. The grand jury, which was a diverse grand jury, there were, I want to say, 2 people of color, 2 black people that were on this jury, said that the police were justified in their shooting of him. Many of us know that justification means that do the police believe they're in threat, enough of a threat to use excessive force. And obviously, when you shoot somebody 94 times,
and 40 bullets hit him,
brother, and you supposedly believe that you're in danger. There's so much to this, Rick. Many people know as they followed this story that Jalen's fiance was killed in a car crash not long before that. The engagement ring, the wedding ring rather, was in the car along with the gun that was at his side. But when he was shot, he did not have a weapon on him. He was unarmed. And so this just speaks to so many things that we see. We know that there's already inequity. We know that there's challenges and problems with police departments. But when you lit off 94 bullets, I question, even in a state of racism, what kind of training is that? Is there some kind of training that says that when you got that many officers on the scene, one officer or 2 officers is responsible for pulling the trigger when you all have guns on him, and you don't know if he's armed or not? I actually want police officers to be able to make it home to their families. I just want them to let other people make it home to their families.
Or have their day in court.
Listen, brother, because when you have something like this, there is no witness. The only witness is the police and a dead body. And so the reality is that there is going to be an investigation. The head of police in Akron said that there's going to be an independent investigation, and there's going to be an administrative investigation. And the family, of course, is going to file a civil suit. None of this brings back their son. None of this makes them feel like there's justice. When even if they get paid, these police officers are still on duty, and potentially there's no changes to the police force. And so, we have to talk about this, Rick, because it's incredibly important.
Yeah.
But it's just the same story over and over again. Special K, I mean, what do you think, brother, when you think about what actually helps bring change to situations like this beyond sending a cop to jail?
I mean, I'm cynical about it, Jeff, because I feel like these cops, when they look at these citizens, they don't see anybody that resembles anybody that they know or that they're related to, and they look at all they see is a black face, and their instinct kicks in. And I don't think there's any level of training that can change that. I think you got to go to the root of who you hire to be cops, from a psychological standpoint, and get people that aren't wired to be
well, and one of the things that not to get too deep is something called amygdala management, because the amygdala is what signals fight or flight. And the armed services, especially when you look at men and women who have served in Afghanistan, when you didn't know the difference between who was a Taliban and who was a 14-year-old kid, they just spend more on the military. So, I agree with you. I'm cynical too, brother, and I don't know what's going to happen. We'll keep you up to date on this independent review and see what happens with the family. Y'all hit me at Jeff's Nation on IG if you've got any recommendations. I know we don't have a lot of them. We're trying to find answers, but as a community, we got to keep pushing. Hit me at Jeff's Nation on IG.
Hey, Jeff, appreciate that, man. Love you, bro.
Always love you, brother. Take care.
All right, y'all, we got Fix It Jesus coming up next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Fix it, Jesus. Fix it, Jesus.
Twan 360.
All right, right, y'all. It is time for another segment of Fix It Jesus with the one and only Twan 360. Twan, good morning.
Ricky, good morning. In today's Fix It Jesus, Juanita Bynum is making headlines again following a resurfaced clip of her preaching before a Hispanic congregation. During her sermon, she prophesied that the Latino people of God are destined to go beyond the street tacos that the devil has them making. Take a listen to this.
The minute I walk through that door, el momento que entré por esa puerta, you are no longer a pitiful people. Ya no es un pueblo pobrecito. And the devil y el diablo will not keep you. No te va a estar making tacos, haciendo tacos and enchiladas y haciendo enchiladas. Oh, you don't hear me. Oh, no me está escuchando. And Spanish rice. Usted haciendo arroz con frijoles. You get ready to build companies. Usted está listo para levantar compañías. The devil got you tricked. Pero el diablo te ha engañado. You better declare tonight. Tienes que declarar en esta noche. No more enchiladas. No más enchiladas.
Not on Tuesdays.
I'm telling you.
Not on Tuesdays.
So Tuesdays, dog.
No, ma'am. Dr. Bynum, not on Tuesdays. They will. You're not finna just bless down Taco Tuesday. We all have Taco. Don't you have Taco
All
Tuesday?
day,
Twan, don't you have Taco Tuesday? Every Tuesday we have Taco Tuesday. Dr. Bynum, we love you, but we disagree on Tuesday. But we with you, though. We with you. And she said enchiladas either.
Right?
Enchiladas. Oh, wow.
It was a translator for me, though. She said, no más enchiladas.
What they say, Maria?
No más enchiladas.
One more time, Maria, for the people in the back.
No más enchiladas.
Twan, how can they see this video?
Screaming. Hit me on my IG at Twan the Don. I am screaming. Fix it, Jesus.
There it is, y'all. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. Mr. Thomas. Hey, Mr. Thomas, good morning. Mr. Thomas, where you been? You been gone a couple of weeks. Where you been, Mr. Thomas?
Yeah, I've been rolling and riding around in this Buick, 85 Buick, putting on the road. I just been gone. Me and my good buddy, good friend Maestro Powell from Wabasso, Florida. We've been just rolling, just riding.
Boy, they say y'all had an Easter celebration at the American Legion, Mr. Thomas. What cologne is hot now? What you got on your shelf?
Oh, man, come on now. Easter was cold down there at the American Legion. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I got a couple of things on that shelf. All right? I got that gray flannel. I got that Fahrenheit up there.
Wait, but hold on. You got what was that again?
That gray flannel and that Fahrenheit. Yeah, that Fahrenheit
cologne.
I ain't no Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit got a cologne.
Yeah, this is dark red.
Huh?
It's dark red.
Yeah, dark red. What you know about that little jitterbug?
My dad used to wear it.
Mr. Thomas.
What's that?
So which one did you have on? You had on the Fahrenheit or the other one?
You got to have on both of them because you layer it. You put that gray flannel, that's smooth. And then that's the bottom note. That top note, that Fahrenheit. Boy, I tell you, put that on top of that gray flannel, and they just be falling out. I'm telling you, man. Oh man, your girdles come down. You hear me? All right? Knee highs come down. Knee highs come down. Knee highs come down.
Knee high stockings.
You make the knee highs hit the floor.
Yes, sir, Mr. Thomas. You gotta take them off. But you gotta do a whole class on these young men. They don't know how to layer that cologne, Mr. Thomas.
Yeah, these young bugs. I'm gonna tell you something. They be laughing at me when I go to the Dollar Tree somewhere wearing my old nice linen, but linen real light. Okay?
Yeah.
Now first, I'm telling you, I spray that spray starch on there, put crease in my pants. Then I put the crease in my shirt pocket. Then I put the crease in the little collar around there. And you put on that gray flannel. You put on that Fahrenheit. And it lasts all day. But I'm going to tell you, these young jitterbugs, they cologne don't last because they don't bathe. You got to bathe. You got to bathe first. That's the secret to make it last. You can't put cologne on top of dirt. You can't put cologne on top of dirt. You got to bathe.
Because that bathtub that's going to open up them pores, Mr. Thomas, where that cologne can get in there. If the cologne can't get in them pores and them pores closed, Mr. Thomas, it ain't going to be effective.
You talking right. Hey, I'm with you when you're right. The pores blocked because of that dirt out there. You clean that dirt. You bathe. You bathe behind your ear. Bathe your behind. Bathe your legs. Beige your chest, your little bird chest. Beige your neck. Beige your feet.
And while you at it, you got to sing your song, Mr. Thomas.
You better believe it.
Let's go.
Here we go. You don't have to do good. Oh, no. You don't have to do good.
To survive. Come on, Mr. Thomas. Hey, it'll make you
think.
Before you know it.
Before you know it.
Kill you dead. Can't you see for yourself? Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Let's go.
Come on, man. Come on, Jesus.
Hey.
Yeah. Lord, put the girls away.
Mr. Thomas, get up off of the cocaine. Get up off of the crack. Get yourself together. Get your mind back. Can't you see? Mr. Thomas, y'all. Hit it, Mr. Thomas.
Yes, sir. You don't have to do
Mr. Thomas.
News headlines,
entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 26 minutes after the hour, y'all. We got a very special guest in the house, y'all. City Councilman Flint, Michigan. Mr. Eric Mays is in the building. Make some noise.
Good morning. Wake up, y'all. Wake up. Rickey Smiley.
Maria Brett. He's here. The king is here.
Good morning, sir.
All right, I'm with the king.
No, you the king, sir.
You the king.
No, sir, you the king.
You the king.
I digress. You are the king.
You are the king.
So we got your front page right here, Mr. Mays. Feel free to jump in. She finna read the news. Jump in. Whatever your opinion is, let's talk about it. Let's go, Maria.
All right.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, Eric Mays. Here's your Tuesday news. Last week, U.S. law enforcement decided not to charge anyone in the death of Shanquilla Robinson. Now, her loved ones believe the widely circulated video of her taking a beating from a woman she was vacationing with provided enough evidence to bring charges. The initial autopsy conducted by Mexican officials after she was pronounced dead suggested she suffered trauma. Now, her family said they're not ruling out a lawsuit to seek a civil a justice in civil court. Mr. Mays, do you think that they have a good chance at winning that civil case?
Yeah, well, I don't care who did the autopsy, whether they were Mexican, American, or Spanish. It is what it is. I think they got a good chance of winning that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. We're going to follow that story. In other news, Ralph Yarl, the 16-year-old black teen who was shot in Kansas City after accidentally going to the wrong address, is getting an outpouring of support. Ralph's aunt set up a GoFundMe after last week's shooting, and as of this morning, it has raised $2.7 million.
Dang.
Now, we reported earlier, 84-year-old Andrew Lester, the white homeowner who shot the teen, faces 2 felony charges for assault in the first degree in armed criminal action. Now, do you think that he's going to get away with it, and will his age play a role?
That's what Mr. Mays, I just want to know, what are your thoughts on that? Ain't that crazy that man shot that boy and then was allowed to go home had they been black?
Right. I want to know, what was he afraid of?
Right.
What was he afraid of? Somebody went, to the wrong address?
Went to the wrong address, run the doorbell, and then they can prove it, Mr. Mays, by saying, well, how many people came and run your door? Did you shoot everybody that come to the door?
I'm saying? And he was black, wasn't
he? Yes, sir.
And about how old?
16.
They scared of him, ain't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
16-year-old white boy come, he leave.
Right.
Black man come, he shot.
Right. Making sense. Yeah.
2-point-something million on the GoFundMe.
Yes, sir.
They killed him. I'm only at 20,000.
Oh, wow.
Well, we need to get it together, Mr. Mays.
Yeah, they deserve it.
He definitely deserves it.
God bless him.
Yeah. So this last story I have for you, McDonald's is out with an update to its burger lineup that will impact the Big Mac, McDonald burger, cheeseburger, double cheeseburger, and hamburger. Now, listen, the changes include a softer bun, more melted cheese, adding white onions into the patties for a caramelized flavor, and more Big Mac sauce. McDonald's made the announcement, and they say this is going to be available nationwide 2024.
Yeah, they got some black people in the kitchen to caramelize them onions.
Yeah.
See, white people, they be white people have their onions raw. Black people like their onions caramelized and sauteed.
Mixing the onions inside the meat?
Inside of the meat. Oh, yeah, that's black folks. That's
They left out the daily double. You ever
Yeah.
have one there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they should have did something with the daily double.
Basically, that's meatloaf. They took the meatloaf recipe. Next thing, they're going to come out with a meatloaf burger. That's all it is. Whenever you put the onions and bell peppers inside the meat, that's meatloaf, McDonald's. Y'all need to pay black folks for that.
I'm going to try one of them Big Macs.
Yeah. We need a point of order on that, Mr. May.
Yeah. Point of information when they come out.
Yeah. I'm sure it's going to be a hit. Rock T, what you got going on in sports?
Let's start off with the Philadelphia Eagles superstar quarterback Jalen Hurts said, listen, show me the money.
Yeah.
Philly said, all right, highest paid player in the NFL right now, 5-year extension, $255 million, $179 million guaranteed. So let's break this down. $51 million average annual salary for Jalen Hurts right about now. That makes him the highest paid player ever.
What position he at?
He's a quarterback.
Philadelphia Eagles.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That was Super Bowl, actually. Was he in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, he was in the Super
Yes,
Bowl.
sir.
But he come in second.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I want to come in second for $50-some million.
Yeah, $50-some million, Mr. May, yeah. He's the most highest paid player of all time now.
Yes, sir.
Of all time.
Wow.
Yes, sir. It is what it is, man. NBA.
So what are they saying about Lamar Jackson now that Jalen Hurts got this contract? Now, you see Twitter been going crazy. Now, what they saying?
Lamar Jackson, the reason why he been complaining, because, listen, I'm one of the top quarterbacks in the league, and I want at least the market value of the top quarterbacks in the league.
Right.
So I should put $100 on the Philadelphia Eagles this early, because if he making $51 million a year, I think they might do something.
Yeah, definitely.
He about to find out.
Yeah.
Because they always know they got that jinx on people. You know what I'm saying? Like when they got that big contract, that following year, they always have a decent or not so strong of a.
Okay,
but we ain't gonna believe that.
But Jalen is a different kind of athlete.
Yeah, we ain't gonna believe that.
He going back to the Super Bowl, I believe.
Let's get it, man. That's my quick sports report right there. Brad got the hot spot right now.
The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot in this hot spot.
Catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, it is 28 minutes before the top of the hour. Y'all time for the hot spot. What up, Brett?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brett Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, Young Thug's defense attorney in the rapper's RICO trial tells judge it's cap, to be honest, during a verbal exchange in court. The YSL RICO trial in Fulton County, which features star rapper Young Thug, continues as jury selection drags into a fourth month. Now, according to reports, while addressing the judge presiding over Young Thug YSL RICO case, one of the court-appointed defense attorneys was seemingly too comfortable and told the judge that a previous assertion was cap, which is the slang word for lie. Check it out.
I was saying that it's just not true. It's cap, to be honest.
I know that you want to be nice and give candy and drinks and use your phone and everything else, but that is not acceptable. So you can be charged with obstruction just like anybody else. What about your professional obligations as a lawyer, okay?
Ooh. The comments appear to come from defense attorney Justin Hill, who said last week that he will make more money working in a fast food chain than on the trial. And reportedly, Justin Hill was appointed by the Georgia Public Defender Council to represent one of the 14 defendants facing trial in the sweeping gang case centered around Young Thug 31 and his alleged associates. Now, Justin Hill is reportedly being paid $15,000 to represent his client at trial, regardless of how long that might take.
$15,000 just for that one case, or $15,000 a year?
I think it's like $15,000 for just the whole thing, however long it might take.
Wow.
So that's why he said he would make more money in a fast food chain.
Yeah, he would.
Well, it's the job, I guess. So we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note. But coming up next, y'all, we got Talking Out Tuesday with Yanetta Spring.
Brett.
And we got the praise mixed down. Yes,
Brett,
sir.
you can always look at your attorney's shoes in the cuff in his pants and tell how much time you're going to do.
I'm going to look at mine next Tuesday. I'm in court.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Hey, Brett.
What?
Yeah, you have to get an attorney that wear the skinny suits from Zara. You might get off.
Yeah.
But if you get the one that's dressed like a Baptist preacher, your ass going to jail.
It's Talk It Out Tuesday with licensed professional counselor Yanetta Spring.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It's Talk It Out Tuesday.
Yeah, baby.
That's right, y'all. I am so excited on Rickey Smiley Morning Show this morning. April is Stress Awareness Month, and we are continuing our conversation about anxiety, which a lot of people are suffering from. Y'all, please help me welcome our licensed professional counselor, Yanetta Spring. Good morning, Yanetta.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, y'all. How y'all doing this morning?
Man, we doing good this morning. We are so happy to have you because millions of people worldwide suffer from anxiety. But is it avoidable?
Yeah, so I think one thing we will kind of get into today is kind of the difference between anxiety and stress. So I think anxiety is completely avoidable. There's several things that we can do to reduce and lessen anxiety. Stress is normal, right? So stress is something that's just a natural part of life. It's a natural part of being alive. But anxiety is like the manifestation of unresolved, untreated, ignored, or unmanaged stress. So stress is normal, and some stress can even be helpful.
Is stress a trigger for anxiety and something we can learn to deal with, or do we need to get rid of it?
Yeah, so one thing, stress is something it's unavoidable, right? There's always going to be something in life that kind of can stress us out or cause us to have some sort of, challenges. But it's really being able to identify what's healthy stress and what's unhealthy stress, right? What's positive stress and what the distress, continued chronic distress, will and can lead to anxiety or anxiety disorders.
Now, Gary, are you dealing with that? Do you always feel more? I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Because I'm just trying to figure out the difference between stress and anxiety. What are some of the symptoms that you have that I know we always tease you, but do you think it's more stress or anxiety, Gary?
It kind of sometimes it gets a mixture of both.
Yeah,
Can't you have a mixture of both? Because because anxiety, I deal with anxiety sometimes, but not as much as I deal with stress. But then on the flip side of it, though, I kind of know how to manage it, though. From going to a therapist for almost 30 years, I kind of, I know how to manage the stress part because, sometimes I just get by myself. When you just get by yourself and relax, relate, and release, and honey, just sit there and count to 3, like they say, and, you just kind of let it pass by. But I get anxiety sometimes, we all get anxiety, like if you're going into a foreign place or going somewhere around people that you don't really know about, and you anticipate when you walk through the room, oh Lord, what are they thinking, what are they saying, how are they looking, am I looking right, and blah, blah, blah. That's kind of anxiety until it's like a quote unquote, until you warm up in the room.
What is healthy stress, though?
Yeah, so I'll explain the difference to you, right? So good, healthy, positive stress is actually called eustress. So eustress is spelled EUSTRESS. And this is the stress we have when we're excited about something, right? It really produces positive chemicals in our bodies. So you ever have something you're really excited about, but then you're slightly nervous. You want to do it, but you're feeling like those sensations and stuff in your body.
Right.
So this is when it's short term, it's acute. It can inspire you and increase your focus and energy. It can motivate you. It can increase your performance. So if you have a big show or some type of performance, that's eustress. So that's good, right? But bad stress is distress. And the difference in that is bad stress, you're going to feel overwhelmed. It wears you out. It makes you jittery. And it can be harmful to your health. If you continue to have that bad stress, it can lead to anxiety. So bad stress and distress is linked to anxiety. So there's confusion, you can't concentrate, and you actually do poorly when it's time to perform. So those are kind of the differences between good stress, eustress, or bad stress, which is distress.
Now, this may be off the record or what have you, but maybe I want to hear about this too. What is it like when you're lying in the bed, honey, and the old folks say the devil is busy, and you just think about all kind of negative stuff and get stressed out about all kind of stuff, but then when you get out the damn bed, your mind is clear. Does that make sense?
It's crazy.
Yeah, you know how that, when you talk about the old folks, they say an idle mind is the devil's workshop, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes when you're idle, sometimes those negative thoughts can kind of come up, but then when you're up and you're moving, then the mind works differently. So movement is healthy for your mind. So that could be the difference. So if you notice that you're in a state and you're laying around, you're idle, and then those negative thoughts are kind of coming up, it's good to shift your posture, to get up and move and see if that changes your thoughts. So, yeah.
Or get up and take a shower so you can be sleeping like everybody else with your nasty self. We are so happy.
We're not doing that.
That's what's causing
We're
that
not
stress.
doing that.
Showers can be helpful. That's the water's moving. You're up and moving. That can clear your mind. Showers are good.
Yes, sir. Take a shower. You'll go to.
What you say, Ricky? Drink water and get in water.
We're so happy to have you this morning. Let everybody know how you can be reached and how they can find you, especially if they're in the Nashville area.
Yeah, so you can find me. My website is JanettaSpring.com. That'll be for people who are local who are looking for me, or people who may be looking for a therapist somewhere else. You can check out the Groundbreaker Therapy Directory. Also, go on Amazon and order my workbook, Take the Struggle Out of Self-Care. A lot of the stuff we talk about is in that book, and it can help you through your mental health journey. And I'm also on social at Janetta Spring or Groundbreakers Therapy. I love to connect with you.
There it is, y'all. The one and only Janetta Spring. Thank you so much, Janetta.
No problem.